Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. As spring transitions into summer, I have really been enjoying just spending time in nature and nurturing my little container garden. But finding that balance between soaking up the sun's benefits and overexposure can be a little tricky. It takes a lot of work to remain this pale. That's why I'm thrilled to team up with today's sponsor, Fiverr, to bring you this protective sun hat tutorial so that we can all get out and enjoy the sunshine safely together. If you're looking to bring your creative visions to life, Fiverr has got you covered. Fiverr is the world's leading marketplace for digital services, from graphics to video and even business services. There's nothing you can't find. I have been dying to make my very own version of an oversized sun hat for a while now, but I lack the pattern creating skills required. On their site, I was able to connect with Alice S., who not only understood my ideas, but also delivered an amazing downloadable pattern in no time. To connect with her and for all your digital service needs, give Fiverr a shot by checking out the link in the video description.
Use code MAIDENMOTHER10 to get 10% off your first purchase.
Thank you again to Fiverr, and now let's get sewing.
To make your sun hat, you'll need the printed pieces of the downloadable Homestead sun hat template linked in the description. Fabric, cotton, canvas, or linen will work great. You'll also need fusible interfacing and your usual suspects when it comes to sewing supplies, like scissors or a rotary cutter, pins or clips, a sewing machine, an iron, ironing board, and marking tools. First, assemble your pattern pieces by matching the center shapes and pattern lines. This pattern includes the seam allowance and comes in 2 different sizes. For my sample, I chose the larger size. Once your pattern pieces are set, cut out your fabric based on the following cutting instructions shown on the screen. Start by taking your 2 sideband pieces and pin them together at the short ends, right sides facing each other. Sew these seams using a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Press the seams open with your iron. You should now have a continuous sideband loop. Pin the sideband to the crown piece, right sides together in matching notches. The sideband should form a cylinder around the crown. Sew all the way around, making sure to keep your stitches even and removing the pins as you go. Once done, turn it right side out and press the seam. Repeat with your second sideband loop and crown piece. Next, we'll sew the optional ties. Start by pressing your tie pieces in half lengthwise. Sew one end of the tie, lift your presser foot, pivot your fabric, and then sew down the length of your tie, leaving the bottom edge open. Trim corners and any excess fabric, then use something like a pencil or knitting needle to turn your ties right side out. Give them a good press. Fuse your interfacing to 2 of your brim pieces with your iron on the lowest setting. Then sew each of your brim pieces together at the side seams, right sides facing. Press the seams open. Take the opened end of your tie and line it up with the seam of your sewn sideband pattern pieces, right sides together. Using a long stitch length, baste the tie in place. Now we're going to attach the brim to the rest of the hat by lining up the side seams of the brim and sideband pieces, right sides facing. stitch along the entire brim of the hat. This part could be a bit fiddly because of the extra fabric, but just take your time and make sure you're not getting the rest of your hat or ties caught up underneath your presser foot. Repeat these steps for both layers of the hat. We're almost to the finish line, so now it's time to lay one hat layer on top of the other, right sides facing, and making sure to keep your ties out of the way. Pin and sew along the outside of the brim, making sure to leave a wide enough gap to fit your hand through for turning. Flip your entire sun hat inside out and press the opening closed. Top stitch along the brim of the hat, starting with the outside edge and making sure to sew your opening closed. For the top stitching, you can choose to transfer the markings from the pattern onto your hat to use as a guideline, or you can just do what I'm doing here and align the edge of your presser foot to the previous row of stitching to ensure your rows look even. All that's left to do now is give your sun hat one final press and it's ready to join you outside.
I am absolutely thrilled with how this floppy sun hat turned out. It's oversized, boho style is timeless, and it provides excellent sun protection while I enjoy nature and tend to my plants. I'm sure you can tell just by looking at me, but this skin likes to turn neon pink or tomato red very quickly and easily, so I will basically be living in this sun hat all season long. Huge thanks again to Alice S. and to Fiverr for partnering with me to make this sun hat pattern available to you guys. And if you need help with any digital services, check out Fiverr through the link in the description box below. And don't forget to use this coupon code for your next purchase. You can also find the free downloadable pattern for this hat in the description as well. And if you decide to give this pattern a try, make sure to tag me at The Made Mother on Instagram. I love getting to see your makes. As always, I love you and appreciate you so much for watching. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to help you connect with your creativity today, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.